Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow CZT, Certified Zentangle Teacher. And today's lesson is Gitwel. This is the tangle that we'll be doing. And it's by Heidi S Kay. And it's a tangleation of her Mymuze. And they're both beautiful tangles. But I just absolutely fell in love with this one because of the curves. And that made it just stand out to me. And so I put it on my template that has the roses, and I just thought it just was a beautiful tangle that went with it, and I was able to just tangle on. And I had more fun tangling on this particular template than I've had in a while. It may be that I'm just starting to feel better, and I got good news at my doctor's, so it was, I just felt better. And so this is the tangle, and we're going to do it. I'm going to actually do it right in my book. As you can see, I printed this one off, and I printed it just a little larger than what's in the book, but I am going to just do it in the book. And I actually hand colored in this one, which really helps with it looking like you've hand done it. And so we're going to take the book, and I am just going to tangle right in, and I am going to open it up so that it lays flat against my surface, so I don't have a little ridge when I'm tangling, because sometimes that's a little hard for me to do. But I don't mind it when I'm holding it, but when I'm trying to film and do it, it's just better if I open it up. So just to start, this is rock and roll tangle and a leaf tangle, and I'm not really sure if that has a name, but I will demonstrate those also. But I'm just going to start with Gitwel, and there's a line on my template that kind of runs there, and I'm just going to put my circle right there, and I'm going to come in so you can see. So I just nestled my circle right on that line. You can just, if you're doing it on a tile, you just put a circle right in the center of your tile. And now we're going to draw lines, and I like to go around and out. And we're going to go around and out all four sides. And if you hear noise in the background, banging, cluttering, my husband's upstairs installing a mirror in my bathroom, and so it's kind of clangy and noisy, so I apologize for that. So now we have these lines coming out in all four directions. I'm going to start at the top of here, and I'm going to do a scallop that meets at just a midway on that. And I would normally, and I'm gonna fold my book up. Like I said, I laid it out flat. I'm gonna fold it up so I can rotate. Then I'm gonna rotate, start at that top line, and do a little scallop. So now we have scallops all the way around. Now we're going to just come in here and echo that scallop or aura, whichever you prefer to use, whichever word you prefer. And so now we have them all aura'd. Now I'm going to just extend this line out again and kind of aura that scallop all the way to that point. So rotate, extend the line out, and I want to just rotate, extend the line out, rotate, extend the line out, and I did this on my last one. I kind of made a little, I should have come right down to here, and I didn't, and I did that on, I believe it was this one, and I corrected myself, and I kind of went like this. Nah, we're gonna leave it because there's no mistake in Zentangle, only opportunity. We'll see what happens. And now I'm gonna come back and aura. And then we aura all the way around. Even though I have a little miss stroke, we won't call it a mistake, a miss stroke. And we'll see what we can do to fix it. Now we're going to come back and we're going to, this line that kind of curves like this, we're going to curve it and come down into that point. So it kind of curves and comes right down into that point. Even if I have to you know, make it a little curve, I do that. But I'm just going to come along there and then curve down into there. I don't want a straight line, I want a little curve. And then I'm going to come and do the same on here, but it's going to come right down into where that line came out. I think this is what just makes this tangle. And I have a little line going through there, but it's going to disappear. You're not really going to notice it. I can show you on here that if I point it out, you're going to see it, but it's not very noticeable. So now we're going to come back in, and I'm going to fill in this with black. I want some drama, and I had the question about what is drama, and drama just is something that's interesting to give your tangle more interest and attention. I guess if someone's a drama queen, they get lots of attention. Well, drama just brings out the tangle, so it's just not all just white. You want a little contrast. So the black helps with the drama in your tangle. I imagine if you were to color this, that would give you drama. So you go all the way around coloring in each one of those, and you can see how that just makes this tangle, it's part of making the tangle kind of pop. And I'll rotate my tile or my book to give me the most comfortable place to, you know, put my pen and fill in. And you can see how it's really creating some interest in the tangle, where if I were to leave them plain, they might not have as much interest. And this is the one I kind of made the oops on. But I think we're going to be okay with the oops on it. It's not going to be that noticeable. We'll turn it back around like this. Now, I like just to give some more interest in here. So I am going to just do some orbs. Just a few orbs in the corners here. And I like to just do, you know, diminishing orbs. But now to make this join in with this tangle, let's put a leaf in. And so I just made that leaf shape, and then we're going to aura it on the inside. I usually like to try to keep my auras equal, but sometimes they don't. Okay, and now I'm going to connect that line all the way up and give that a little end on it. And that's how I make that leaf shape. So let's do another one over here. So there's the leaf shape. And there's the auras. And now we connect those lines. And a little top. Now to also help this connect together, I'm going to put some orbs right over here by the these little flowers, the rock and roll, and we should do a rock and roll. So let's do a rock and roll right here. We start out the little weight and then spiral around it, then back on itself, and then spiral back on itself. And you just rock back and roll around. And you rock back anywhere you feel like you want to. Mine's going to come, and I'm going to have to do a little holly baw. And sometimes I'll just finish out without any rock back. But there we have a little rock and roll that kind of helps put it together. And so I'm going to continue working in my book and finish this up. I'll probably blacken this in and add more tangles. just because I carry this with me, and then I have something to work on when I go to different places, like when we travel. It's not so easy to do in the car, but when I go to doctor's visits, or anyway, you can see even on this one I did little round circles, and I just did them going down along the edges. This one you can see, let me back out on my camera so you can see the whole thing. You can see I've done some muka spiral kind of like things. Actually, I think they're all more like hollis. And up here I did some more leaves, and you can just make up tangles to go with it. But isn't that fun? Gitwel is a beautiful little tangle, and I love the saying on this one. It says, be helpful when you see a person without a smile. It's so hard right now because everyone's wearing masks to cover their faces, but you can see in their eyes, look in their eyes, and you know, a nod or a wave, or you know, whatever you can do at this time to be helpful when somebody's hasn't got a smile, really is a great thing for society. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I am toying with doing another live YouTube on Saturdays. So if that sounds like a good time or something you would enjoy. Oh, I almost forgot about shading. Oh my goodness. We are going to have to shade. I'm going to just show you the difference in when you shade. I'm just going to shade a little bit. I can't believe I forgot about shading. It's because it's not completely finished. So I put my little graphite there, and then I'm going to blend it in. And I want to leave a little white. I don't want too much graphite, so I want to make sure I leave a little white. But you can see what that does, how the graphite makes a huge difference in your tangle. You can see here that I've shaded it. Here I've shaded it, and without the shading and with the shading. Now we can close. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day, and don't forget, new videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays.